Hello and welcome to AAMAX. My name is Abdullah Amanat Mohammadi, founder of AAMAX. In this video, I will guide you through how to deploy your website on DigitalOcean Droplet or server. So let's get started. I just published a step-by-step guide how we can deploy a website on DigitalOcean Droplet. So let's follow the steps one by one. First of all, ensure that you have thoroughly tested, optimized and uploaded your code to GitHub repository. Secondly, begin by creating a DigitalOcean account. You can sign up using the link I just added in this guide. I will add this link to description of this video, and if you sign up using this link, you will get $200 credit for 60 days. If you have already created your DigitalOcean account, then just sign in to your account and proceed to create a droplet. Let me show you how you can create your DigitalOcean droplet. Go to your DigitalOcean account and click on create button in top navigation and click on droplets. You will see this page, choose region and other options. So choose the region which is nearest to you, and if there is any option in your country, you can choose that. Otherwise, choose any location which is near to your country or you want to deploy your website in the region. So I'm choosing London. After that, I will choose other options. I'm going to choose Ubuntu, which is the default server option, and leaving the version which by default selected by DigitalOcean, and then choose the package you want or the specifications you need for your server. And here are some options. It will cost you, as they mentioned, per hours, per month and so on. So for the deployment video, I think $14 package is good, but I'm going to select $28 because I will delete this droplet after this video and it wouldn't cost me too much. So move to the next option. There are two options for authentication method. Number one is SSH key, which is recommended and good option to choose, and second is password one. So you can choose whatever you want. If you don't know about SSH key, you can search about it, and this video is not about SSH key. That's why I'm not going to show you how you can create SSH key for your computer. So I'm just selecting the password option. So if you don't know how to log in with SSH key, you can choose the password option as well. For now, I'm just going to copy and paste a dummy password here for this droplet, but you have to create a strong password for your droplet. The best option is again SSH key, but if you don't know about that, you can create your droplet with password as well. I just pasted my password and it's okay, and I can now create the droplet. DigitalOcean is creating the droplet. One thing I just forgot to mention, we can even set the name of droplet as well, and even can change the droplet name after droplet creation. Here you go, DigitalOcean successfully created a droplet. So let me change the name of the droplet so it looks good and readable. AAMAX with Tute. Rather than spending more time talking about droplet, let me follow the next step so that we can quickly move to the deployment steps. Now we need to log into our droplet using the terminal. We can use even built-in terminal, or we can use VS Code terminal as well. I'm going to use VS Code terminal because I just increased the font size and text would be more readable and easy to understand. So what we need to do, we need to type SSH root @ and your IP address. IP address mean our droplet IP address, which I can copy from the DigitalOcean. So let me log in here. SSH root @ and your droplet IP address. Press enter. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. Now it will ask you password. Let me copy and paste password here. I just pasted the password and going to press enter. Here you go, we have successfully logged into our droplet. So let's follow the next step. We need to install NodeJS and MPM on our droplet like we have installed in our computer to run the project. So you can follow this guide to install them, which is published by DigitalOcean. I'm just opening the page, and now we can install the NodeJS and MPM. So let's copy and use these commands to install NodeJS and MPM on our droplet. Now we can check the version of Node.js if it's successfully installed by using this command. And as you can see, version 18.13.0 is successfully installed in our computer. Now we need to install the npm, which we can install using this command. When you will see this window, just press enter. Now we can check npm version as well. As you can see, our npm is successfully installed. So let's move to the next step. Now we need to clone the repository to our droplet. Make sure you have created a personal access token to clone it. GitHub wouldn't allow you to clone your repository with the password, so you need to create personal access token from your GitHub account. Let me show you how you can create your personal access token from GitHub account. Just go to the settings, scroll down to the developer settings, click on personal access token and then tokens classic, and now you can generate new token classic, and click on repo and expiration time and any note you want to add for your token, personal token and so on, anything you want to add note, and after that just click on generate token. I have already created the token and I can use that, but if you haven't created yet, you can create like this. So now we can clone the repository. I'm going to select a repository to clone it. Copy the repository HTTPS link and use the git clone command to clone it. It will ask you your GitHub username, so I'm just adding that. Here you need to add your personal access token which you have created for your GitHub account. So let me copy and paste here. After pasting your personal access token as password, just press enter. As you can see, our GitHub cloning task is completed. Now let's move to the next step. After cloning, navigate to the folder where you have cloned the code and run the command npm install to install packages. So we can navigate to our folder by cd and folder name, and here I can see the files we have just cloned. Type npm install here and press enter. It successfully installed the packages and we can see node modules folders here, which is a proof that our packages are successfully installed. So let's check the next step. Once you have installed the required packages, start the project to ensure it's functioning correctly on your IP address. Before starting the project, I just want to mention, make sure to copy the code of your git ignored files such as .env file code to run your project smoothly. So I have .env git ignored file which I need to copy to the droplet as well. So let me copy the code and add the file to droplet. To create the file, just type nano and file name you want to create. I need .env.local. So paste the code you just copied from your env file or any other file you want to create and press Ctrl X to exit. After that, it will ask you want to save the modified version. Press Y to yes and press enter to save the file. And now we can see our newly created file in our droplet as well. So now we can start our project to check it if it's working correctly on our droplet IP address. I'm going to start it with npm run dev as it's a Next.js project, so we need to run this command to test our project. Our server is started correctly and my port is 7070 which I added manually. So let's copy the IP address and test it if it's working correctly. We need to replace this 00 with the IP address of our droplet and press enter. As you can see, our project is working correctly and our pages looks good. We can even navigate to the pages to test it, and it's working nicely. So we can check the next step. As you know, most projects would work on domain or subdomain, and clients would not like it to get their projects on IP address. So we need to link it with the domain. For that, you have to install the Nginx to your Droplet. So let's follow the guide by DigitalOcean to install the Nginx on your Droplet. First of all, run this command to your Droplet. Press Y to continue. Press enter here. Nice, it successfully installed the Nginx to our Droplet. We can check the status of Nginx by running this command, and as you can see, it's active and running. Okay, let's move to the next step. In the step number 9, we need to do two configurations. First of all, we have to link our Droplet with the domain or subdomain, and number 2, have to configure the Nginx settings. So let's start with linking domain or subdomain to your Droplet. To link a domain, you need to update your name server with the DigitalOcean name server from where you purchased a domain. I have already linked my domain to the DigitalOcean, so I will add a subdomain to test this deployment project. So let me open my DigitalOcean domain settings. So I can write any name to deploy the project. So I will name it deploy.amax.co. And in the will direct to box, we need to add the Droplet IP address which we have created and deployed our project on. After writing your Droplet IP address, just click on create record. And record created successfully. So now we can use this subdomain address to configure the Nginx settings. Okay, let's follow the next steps. Copy this command and go to the terminal. Type cd and press enter to move to the home directory, and type cd and paste the copied command. Type ll to view the folders and files in this folder. We already have a file with name default, so we can open it with command nano default. In this file, we need to configure Nginx settings, so we can comment the code we have in this file and can copy the code I have mentioned in the blog article to avoid any conflict. So comment out the already available code in this file by typing hash in the beginning of the line. Nice, we have commented all the code. Now let's copy the code I have added in the article and paste it here. Start from the server and copy till the curly braces and paste it here. Replace the IP address with the Droplet IP and port with your project port. My port is 7070, so I can write 7070 here, and let me copy the IP address and paste it here. Make sure to avoid any space when pasting your IP address. One thing I just have noticed here, we have to add double slash after colon. Let me check it if I have added correctly in the guide. Yes, we have double slash here. Okay, let's go to the terminal and complete the remaining step. We need to replace our subdomain URL here too. So I'm just removing this line and will add our subdomain link here, which I have just created a while ago, deploy.amax.co. This is all you have to do, and press Ctrl X to save it. Yes, and press enter. Now we need to follow the next step. Run this command to test if our Nginx setting is successful. Yes, it's showing test failed. I need to check the default file again by pressing nano default to see where is the issue and why it's showing the issue. Yes, I just forgot to add the folder path. So let me copy the folder path and add it here. My folder path is amax-nextjs/. So I just copied it and can add it to the default file. Control X to exit and save it again. Run nginx command again to check if test is successful. Still same issue, and the issue is with the curly braces. So let me check it again. Yes, we forgot to comment this line, which we have to comment initially. So Control X to exit and save the file. Now I hope our test would be successful, inshallah. Yes, test is successful. Let's move to the next commands. Just copy the command and paste it to reload the nginx system. Okay, nice. Now we can add SSL certificate to secure our domain or subdomain by following this DigitalOcean guide. Copy and use this command. I'm just going to the root folder to avoid any conflict during the installation. Okay, nice. Copy this install command. Successfully installed. Move to the next step. Now we have already done this configuration, so scroll down and copy this step 4 number command. Replace your domain or subdomain with these URLs. So let me copy and paste my subdomain here. Now we can use this command to install SSL certificate to our subdomain. First time it will ask you to add your email address. You can add any email address. I'm just going to add a dummy email address, which is deploy@amax.co. After that it will ask you to accept terms of service. Press Y to accept it. Yes. Now it's requesting a certificate for our subdomain. Yeah, it's successfully installed SSL certificate for our subdomain. So now we need to run some other command to make sure our SSL certificate should renew automatically. Both commands. Congratulations, we have successfully installed our certificate and our website should have to work on this subdomain. So let's start the project and check if our website is accessible on our subdomain. Nice, it's working correctly, and as you can see, connection is secure to our website and we can navigate to other pages as well. Now let's check out the remaining steps we need to do for our deployment. For making your website fast and user friendly, make sure to create a build version of your website and start your build version for good user experience. So copy build command and create a build version of your project. Nice, our website build version is ready and we can start our build version by typing npm start, and now we can test it again. And as you may have noticed, our website is fast now. So let's check what steps we have to take more to complete our deployment process. We need to install PM2 and start our project with PM2 to make sure to keep our app running. What does this mean? Let me show it to you. I'm just going to stop this project which is running with our npm start command. Now if I will reload the page, our website is not accessible anymore. So when you will close your terminal, your website would be automatically closed. To solve this issue, we have to install PM2 to our droplet, and PM2 will manage it and make sure our app is running whether our terminal is open or closed. So install the PM2 with this command and move to the project folder and run this command to start project with PM2, and make sure to replace the name of your project with AAMAX. Let me name it deploy .amax. You can name it anything you want and press enter. It will start a project with PM2. Copy the next command and paste it to save your PM2 settings for this project. Now we can check our project should have to successfully work. And as you can see, our project is working correctly with PM2. So let me check the remaining steps we need to take. We have done everything. Some additional commands you can use for your project. To check the logs of your project, use this command PM2 logs. It will show any errors or anything about your project. Right now it's working correctly on port 7070. Moreover, you can use PM2 status command to check how many projects currently running with PM2. Right now we have only one project, and even you can restart your project by typing PM2 restart and add ID address here like 0. It will restart our project, and this command is very useful when you will make changes to your project and get the pull of your project and want to start your project with the new changes. Then you can simply use this command to restart your project, and it will automatically restart your project and show the latest changes on your website. Nice. We have successfully deployed our project on DigitalOcean Droplet, Alhamdulillah, and consider enabling backup of your droplet. It is good practice to enable backup for your droplet to avoid any data loss. You can simply enable backup by going to the settings of your droplet. As you can see, backups option is available here, and just click on enable backup and it will enable backup for your droplet, but it will cost you some amount. You can check the amount and you can enable backups if you want. Note, when uploading the backend code, you will require additional configurations for the backend and database such as MongoDB and Postgres. Additionally, you can add multiple sites to your droplet. On single droplet you can deploy multiple projects, and I will try to create a video about that as well, so that you can deploy as many projects on one droplet as possible according to your RAM and memory. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure to check out our services. If you need any service, feel free to place order using our portal. Thanks again. Please consider to like this video and subscribe our channel for future videos, and don't forget to share this video with other developers who want to deploy their projects to DigitalOcean Droplet. Thank you.